this is Alex. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another edit with me video, and it's going to be a Halloween edition. So I'm going to be showing you how I edit this makeup tutorial right here, which is on my Beauty Addict Next Door channel, or is going to be coming up on my Beauty Addict Next Door channel. So stay tuned. I will link it down below for you guys if it's already up. If not, I'll try to remember to come back and link it down when it is available. So stay tuned for that on my Beauty Addict Next Door channel. But if you want to see how I edited the video for this look, you can just keep on watching. First thing I'm going to do is import the video clips from my camera. I've already imported some of them, but I still need to import some more. So I just do a couple at a time just because sometimes they can be quite large files and you don't want to slow your computer down too much. Now while we wait for all these videos to import, I'm going to go find my Mermaid makeup folder, which for some reason is in the product shots folder. I don't know what I was thinking, but here are all the products that I did close-ups of, and then here's where all the tutorials are. So I've already imported some. Just going to import the rest. Okay, now I'm going to go to this Photos tab, and we are going to drag it out of iPhoto onto our external hard drive. And I do this because I want to get it off of my computer because my computer can only handle so much storage. So it's just better just to get it off and make sure that it doesn't go into that place where it starts to load. I don't know if this, guys, has ever happened to you, but if you leave too many things in your iPhoto, then it will start undownloading them, and then you're going to have to re-download the photos, and then sometimes it just won't re-download, and then you can't like export it out when it's not already downloaded. So I just like to get it out of iPhoto as soon as possible onto an external hard drive just to make sure that I can easily access my videos and then just drag and drop them into iMovie or Final Cut Pro. Okay, so I've imported all of my video clips. This is the actual tutorial clips. And then in here we have all of my product shots. So I'll just give you guys a closer look at that. So these are just close-ups of my makeup that I'm going to be including in my makeup tutorial since I'm going to be doing a voiceover. And this way you guys can see the products up close so you know exactly what I'm using and get a better idea of what they look like. I actually really love doing voiceovers because when I do use these shots, it's really nice for my viewers to see. And then, like I said, in here we have all of the tutorial. Oh, and then one product shot because I misfiled. Oops. Now we're going to go into iMovie, and we're going to create a new video file. So we're going to go to that plus sign right here, and we're going to click on Movie. We're going to do no theme. I always do no theme, and then I'm just going to do some random title. So Mermaid, iMovie. So whenever I edit videos, I always edit them in iMovie, and then I export them and move them into Final Cut Pro just to do the final touches, since Final Cut Pro has more, text options and whatnot than iMovie does. But iMovie, I think, has a better audio filtering. It just makes the audio sound better, and I think the voiceovers are better in iMovie as well. Okay, so now that we created the iMovie project, we're going to start dragging and dropping in some clips. So I went into my tutorial folder, and we're going to go to the clip at the very top, and then just drag it in. Okay, so as you can see, it's loading right here. Now, because this is going to be a voiceover, I'm just going to get rid of the sound by dragging this down. And then I'm just going to wait till it starts right before I spray. Let's see. Make sure it's in focus, and I'm not looking right at the camera awkwardly. So then I spray. Go. Skip ahead. So right here. And you'll see me rubbing in my primer. It's good. Right before I start doing my foundation cut. You're just going to do this with the rest of the clips. You're just going to kind of look to see right where it starts the next part and just do a lot of start and stop. That's what sucks about makeup tutorials. It's a lot of start and stop. I'm just going to do the next clip, and I'm just going to keep repeating this. Drag in the clip, bring down the volume, and then just figure out where I need to start and stop. So right when I'm about to put on the concealer, slowly, okay, so I'm going to go back a little bit, stop there, put it on, or look away, stop it there, scroll up where I'm blending it in. Okay. Blending, 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 blending. That's good enough. Stop there. So you're just going to keep repeating this. Okay, now that I've edited all the clips of the actual makeup tutorial, I'm going to delete these. So I'm actually not going to delete them. I'm going to move them to the trash so I can get rid of them. These are just the extra clips. I don't know why iMovie saves them, but causes us some more work to do. Alright, so now they're all moved to the trash. I'm going to go to the very beginning of the video, and this is when we're going to start doing the voiceovers. So to do the voiceover, we're just going to click this button right here, and then we're going to hit this record button, and then it's going to go 3, 2, 1, and then I'm going to start. The first thing that I'm going to do is go in with this Pixie by Petra Makeup Fixing Mist and spraying it all over my face. Then I'm going in with the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer and spreading that all over my face using my fingers. Click stop, just because I didn't need to talk anymore there. I'm going to click this button. This is the noise reduction equalizer. Reduce background noise on the actual video clip or the voiceover clip. Okay, so then I play it back. First thing I'm going to do is go in with this Pixie by Petra Makeup Fixing Mist and spraying it all over my face. Then I'm going in with the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer and spreading that all over my face using my fingers. Okay, I'm going to stop, I'm going to shorten it right here, and then I'm going to bring this clip in. I don't need to show every little bit of me putting it on my face. And then I will start the next voiceover clip and keep on going throughout the entire video until it's done. Alright, now we're going to backtrack because I realized I forgot to bring in the product shots. So let me go pull those. We're going to go back to my Mermaid folder. Okay, to product shots. Okay, so the first thing I used was Pixie by Petra Makeup Fixing Mist. So I'm going to drag that in and take out the audio. And I only need it to be like 2.5 seconds long typically. Drag this over. You can make this a little shorter too. So then when I hit play and hear it, first thing I'm going to do is go in with this Pixie by Petra Makeup Fixing Mist and spraying it all over my face. Okay. Shorten that so it's going to match up with the next part. Then I'm going in with the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer and spraying that all over my face using. Now I got to bring in that next product to make up for the fact that I screwed this up. Let's see, that's not the one that I want. I want, where is it? This one, I think. Yep. Okay, so we're going to put this right in front of this one. We're also going to make it 2.5 seconds. Losing it there. Make sure it's not a blurry shot. That's why I like to do it longer than what I intend to put it in for, just to make sure that it doesn't get blurry. Okay. So I would say 1.5 to 2.5 seconds. Make this a little shorter. Listen to it. I'm going in with the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer and spraying that all over my face using my fingers. Okay, you can just bring that in. I'm going to keep doing this with the other clips until I get caught up, and then I'm just going to continue dragging and dropping right before I do my voiceover. Finally, after hours and hours worth of voiceovers, I have all the voiceovers done for the makeup tutorial. So now what we need to do is we're going to drag in the introduction and outro. Okay, to do that we have to go to my external hard drive and go back into my Mermaid folder. And we're going to go into here, and this should be, let's see, is this the talking one? I'm going to get like an actual costume. I'm just going to emphasize the makeup. Okay, so we're going to drag that in and put that at the beginning. I'm going to click on the entire clip, and we're going to go right here to the noise reduction and equalizer and click off reduce background noise. The best reducing background noise option ever. So much better than Final Cut Pro, unless there's something that I'm missing. Okay, so as you can see, there was no talking really there. It's a lot lower than here, so I know right here is where I'm starting. And then you also learn to like read your lips whenever you're doing whenever you're a YouTuber. So as you see, I'm about to say hey, so I kind of want to start when my mouth's kind of open already. Let me expand this, makes it a little easier. See, I'm gonna start there and hey Beauty Addicts, it's Alex. Welcome back to my channel. See, so I got that. Okay, and then let's see. I'm gonna emphasize the makeup. I'm gonna end it here. If you guys want to see how to get this look, then just keep on watching. Then pause. Cut. I'm gonna drag. This should be the outro, I believe. For watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Cut off too much. Okay. I'm gonna Command X, so cutting. Scroll all the way to the end of the timeline, I call it. Press right here, and then do Command V or paste. Okay, then we're going to play it, make sure it starts at the right point. It looks like it because my mouth's kind of already open. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Look at that face. Buddy, you're so distracting. Did you guys see his tail? Crawling all over me trying to call it, but I kept it together. I'm going to cut this part out because I don't care about this blooper that much, so it's going to be right after I say bye. So, bye. And then we're going to do that. Do it even a little bit longer than you think. So maybe I would cut it off like right here, but I want to make sure I get the full bye out, so I'm going to cut it off a little here. And I can always adjust it in Final Cut Pro whenever I export it. Okay, now that we have that taken care of, we're going to go all the way back to the beginning of the video. And we're going to make sure that the clips all start and stop fine, where my voice isn't getting cut off or there isn't too much of a blank space. So I kind of start here. I'm going to listen to, hey Beauty Addicts, it's Alex. Starts off fine. I'm watching. The first thing that I don't get cut off. And then we're going to go through each of my voiceover clips and make sure that they start and stop fine. I'm not getting cut off and that there's not too many long pauses. The first thing that I'm going to do is go in with this Pixie by Petra. Next, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. I'm using the Sigma F80. Then we're going to go in with the e.l.f. HD Lip. Get it all smooth. Then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finishing Powder. So far, so good. Next, we're going to go into the Beauty Color Palette and use Star Way Up. Then we're going to go in with this Violence eyeshadow from the same Beauty Color Palette as well. Then we're going to go back in with the crease brush. Next, we're going to go in with the ColourPop eyeshadow in My Way Inward. Now we're going to go back in with the Beauty Color Palette Flower Shop. Then we're going to dip our crease brush back to crease color. Then we're going to go back in with the ColourPop when it still looks like this. Then I'm going in with a makeup wipe just to clean up around the eyes. Make sure not to press too hard though, you don't want to get your foundation off completely. Then going back in with the Beauty Color and work my way inward. Then we're going to place Violence on the lower. Now we're going to go back in with the ColourPop Flower Shop eyeshadow and my way up. Off camera, I went in with the e.l.f. Brow Pencil and Taupe, and then I also went in with the e.l.f. Brow Gel. Next, I went in with the Physicians Formula Shimmer Strips Purple Eyeliner and placed this on my upper and lower waterline. Then using that same eyeliner, also created a wing. Next, we're going to go in with this Wet n Wild Groupie eyeshadow. It's like a glittery, gluey type of glitter to it. Then we're going to go in with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics highlighter in Deep. Now we're going to go back to the Beauty Killer palette and use Violence. I'm going to place this on our, so into where we have Deep Freeze. Then using another brush from the same duochrome. Then we're going to go back in with colors. Okay, now that we have checked everything and everything's good to go, we are going to export our video out of iMovie so we can import it into Final Cut Pro. This is probably a ridiculous method of doing this, but this is just how I am. This is what I like to do just because I think the audio is so much better when editing in Final Cut Pro, or in iMovie, my apologies. But in Final Cut Pro, you have all the fancy editing, so this is just what I do. So we're going to go up to this button right here, click File. Okay, and then we're going to hit Next, and I'm going to put it into my external hard drive. Save. And as you can see right here, it is exporting. Alright, so I jumped into Final Cut Pro, and now we're going to add on a new project. So we go File, New Project, and then we're going to type in the title. So I'm going to do Mermaid Makeup Tutorial, and then I'll also put that it's vegan and cruelty-free. Next, I'm going to go into my external hard drive, and we're going to pull out that Mermaid iMovie video, and we're going to drag it into Final Cut Pro. Then in Final Cut Pro, I'm going to move this little file to the trash. So File, Move to Trash, just to get it out of our way. We don't want to store a lot of extra stuff in Final Cut Pro. And then we're going to go towards the end, and we're going to add in our end template. Now to do that, we're going to go into my September 2016 favorites, and pull, well, pretty much we're going to be copying and pasting from this video. From this end piece, I'm going to copy everything but the music. So I'm going to copy that template, the thank you for watching, the little white background, and then all the little video clips that are stacked on top of it. Then I'm going to click Command Copy, go to the Mermaid tutorial, and then do Command V, so pasting it. And then we're going to go towards the end, and we're going to take out all those like little black little pieces that go in. I don't know why it does that. It's just filling in gaps whenever you paste it. It doesn't paste like exactly on the back end. And then I'm going to this other tutorial, another Halloween tutorial, and I'm copying the music from there, and then I'm going to paste it here because I've been using the same like ending song for all my Halloween makeup tutorials, so I just pasted it there, and then I'm just adjusting it. Now we're going to work on the introduction, so I'm going to go scroll all the way back to the beginning of the video, click. Then we're going to go to my previous Halloween makeup tutorial, go to the beginning of that tutorial, then we're going to expand it, and we're going to copy the text that's at the beginning. So you're going to do Command C, and then copy each of those files. So now that we copied that, we're going to go back to the Mermaid tutorial, and then we're going to do Command V, so we're going to paste it, and then we're just going to adjust the text as needed. Then we're going to go to my September favorites video and copy my little icon, so Command C, and we're going to paste it into my Mermaid video. For some reason I forgot to do that on my other Halloween videos, so I just had to pull it from my September video. And then we're going to adjust it because this video, the September favorites video, is a lot longer than this tutorial, so I'm kind of adjusting it and pulling it back. And then I'm just going to do the final touches and kind of get it right up against those little video clips that are above the band or Beauty Attic Next Door template. Then we're going to scroll back to the beginning of the video and go on to YouTube. So I'm going to go onto my channel, and then I'm going to click on my Halloween trailer, because that is where the comment is from Brittany, who requested this mermaid video. I'm going to take a screenshot of her comment by doing Command-Shift-4, and then we're going to go back to the mermaid video, pull the screenshot off my desktop and onto my Final Cut Pro mermaid movie. Next, we're going to hit this transform button, make this comment a little bit smaller, and then drag it down. Then we're going to go to this effects button, and we're going to add a border. So I'm going to type in simple border, and then I'm going to drag and drop it onto the photo, or onto the comment. Then we're going to change the border color, so we're going to click right here, and then we're going to click on the pink crown to change the outline to pink. Just watch it from the beginning.
Hey Beauty Addicts, it's Alex. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a mermaid makeup tutorial. Brittany, one of my subscribers, she requested it since she's going to be a mermaid for Halloween.
I want it to start when I say mermaid.
Channel. Today's video is a mermaid. Video is a mermaid makeup tutorial. Brittany, one of my subscribers, she requested it since she's going to be a mermaid for Halloween. So I just want to thank Brittany. Thank you so much for requesting this. I had so much fun creating this look. And now that I've done this look, I think I'm going to be a mermaid for Halloween because I think it's just so pretty and so fun. I love that.
Just checking the spelling. Okay, now I'm going to export it. So we're going to click this button right here, master file, Mermaid Makeup Tutorial Vegan Cruelty-Free, next. And then we're going to put it on my passport for Mac. So this is on my external hard drive, and then save. And as you can see right here, the percent is going up. That's how much it has exported. The next thing that I need to do is compress my video, so I'm going to go into Handbrake and compress it. I do have a video on this on how to compress it so you guys can see a more slowed down, detailed version of how to do that, and I will link that down below for you guys. Okay, so as you can see down here, we do have the compressed version of the video. So the last thing that I need to do is go onto YouTube, go to Upload, click Private, then we're going to select the video, so Mermaid, and now it's uploading. And that is the last step in me editing my video, exporting it, and getting it onto YouTube. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments if you found this helpful. If you guys have any tips on editing for Halloween tutorials, I would love to know any tips that you guys have. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button below. Like this video if you liked it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!